Hi guys, I hope that you're having a great day. I wanted to hop on and talk to you about a new form of meditation that I've been doing that has really affected my creativity at a very, very high level. I started this new meditation probably about 6 weeks ago. And it's really interesting to me because that's actually right around the time that I put my first video up on YouTube. So I think I probably started the meditation about 6 weeks ago and posted up my first video about 5 weeks ago. And to me, there absolutely is a connection between the two. So just a little backstory real quick before I get into it. You know how some people are just born with the music in them, and you can see them in the supermarket, you can see them at the airport, you can see them, watching a basketball game, and music comes on and immediately they're just moving to the music. That is the kind of person that I am. So I was born with the music in me. In fact, I remember being very young in the supermarket with my mother dancing around and her being very embarrassed that her child was dancing all over the supermarket. But from a very young age, I could remember music and sound impacting me at a very, very deep level. I actually remember a story of when I was in the dentist's office and I was getting a tooth pulled and I was not very comfortable, but there was a really good song on the radio, and on the inside, I felt myself dancing. It was kind of like I felt my soul inside of me dancing and thinking how crazy that was because I was in all of this pain physically, but this great song came on the radio and my soul knew that it was a great song and just didn't care that I was in pain, and she was just dancing all over the place. So anyway, that's just a nice little story for you. So a couple of videos ago, I talked about Mei-lan, and I started to talk a little bit about sound healing. And sound healing has been a good part of my healing process because I connect so well with music and sound. About 3 months ago, I started a new nighttime routine, and in another video I'll get into all of the details of that, but the important thing is that every single night I was stretching and then I was meditating. And I started doing that and was doing it consistently for about 6 weeks, I guess, maybe a little bit longer. And then one night I decided to put Mei-lan on my phone while I was stretching. If you are not familiar with her, please do yourself a favor and listen to her. She is unlike anything you've ever heard before, and one of the most beautiful sounds that you ever will hear. Normally I stretch in silence and obviously meditate in silence, but I decided to put it on. It might have been maybe a new video that came out, but there was some reason that I decided to put it on that night. And while I was doing my stretching, I found myself moving differently than I do when I normally stretch. So normally, obviously, you're stretching like this, and as I was doing that, I felt myself just kind of dancing and moving into the music that I was listening to. And after I finished my stretch, I decided to just leave that music on while I did my meditation. So normally for me, I would do either a completely silent meditation, or every once in a while I might do a guided meditation if there's something very specific that I am trying to accomplish. For whatever reason, this night, I left the Mei-lan music playing while I meditated, and I got into my regular meditation state, closed my eyes, and as I was kind of drifting off, I felt my body just kind of moving and swaying to the music that I was listening to. And this is not something that had ever happened to me before, but that night was different. So that night I found myself moving as I was meditating, and something opened up, and it was like creativity just started to flow. And normally, if I'm meditating and I have an idea or there's something that I'm thinking about, I don't stop my meditation. I continue until I feel like I'm finished. But that night, I kind of got myself out of meditation. I grabbed a notebook and I grabbed a pen and I wrote down some ideas. And then afterwards, I went straight back into meditation. Sometimes I felt like moving, sometimes I didn't, but this new world kind of opened up to me because my body wanted to move. It wanted to take in the energy from that music. And what was coming out was beautiful. Every night since then, I've done exactly the same thing. And I actually have the chills while I'm talking to you right now, because the creativity that is going on inside of me right now is something like I have never experienced before. And it's really beautiful. Just a really quick aside note, we've talked about this in some of the other videos, is I have done a lot of work on myself. I have done a lot of work on my spiritual growth and my emotional growth. And although my life is very far from perfect, I am actually in the best place spiritually that I have ever been. And so I really want to share this experience with you, because there are a lot of us going through deep changes right now. And there are a lot of us who really want to be the person that we really want to be. And this has been just a game changer for me. I am now about 6 weeks into this new meditation that I'm doing at night. And I can't even explain to you the difference in the mindset that I have now versus where I was 6 weeks ago. And I can say that there have definitely been a few days in there where I just wanted a straight up meditation and my body just didn't feel like moving. And that was fine, because again, I am just listening to my gut instinct right now and kind of letting the universe guide me. That's just where I am in my life right now. So almost all of the other nights, though, the ideas, I use the word creativeness, but really most of it is just ideas. And I sit every night with my notebook and my pen in front of me. And then every few days, I go through this notebook. And it's really interesting to me because it feels like, and it looks like, here I go woo-woo again, but like my higher self said to me, just go take a little break for a few minutes. We've got this. We've got you. And like, while I'm on that little break, the highest part of me is wide open. And the ideas that are flowing out of there for me, for my family, for YouTube videos, for things I can do with my kids. It doesn't matter. The ideas are just flowing. And having that flow state has affected every other part of my life. So I have been kind of floating around for the last 6 weeks. And I gotta say, it's an incredible feeling. And I really want the people that I love and care about to be in that place where they're floating with me. And again, that's what this channel is all about, is healing and helping. And if there's anything that I learn or anything that I have learned that I could share with the people that I care about, then I want to do that, because I want us all to be floating together. I want us all to be happy together and fulfilled together. So I just want to take a few minutes and walk you through the exact step-by-step process that I've been doing for this meditation so that you know exactly what to do. The very first thing is to pick out the music that you're going to listen to, the music that you connect to. So I told you that most of the time I listen to Mei-lan. Every once in a while I listen to another video that I really like, and it's by Mother GAIA, and it's called Grounding and Healing. And that's another great one too. But you can listen to crystal bowls, singing bowls, sound bath, anything that you connect with. My only suggestion to you is for it not to have any words, so no lyrics, just music. And then what you're going to do is you're going to put that on, and you're going to do a stretch for about 15 minutes. While you are stretching, listen to that music, and then just listen to your body. So if your body doesn't want to move, then that's fine. But if your body feels like it wants to move, then just start to move along with the music. And the next thing that you're going to do is meditate. So sit down on the floor, keep the music on, take a notebook and a pen and put it down on the floor with you. So in case you get creative, you have it very accessible to you and you can take notes. And then the next thing you're going to do is just get into your meditative position, your meditative state, and listen to that music and just let the music flow through you, and listen to your body. So if your body wants to move, then I just want you to move along with that music. And if your body doesn't want to move, then it's okay. You can just sit still. It doesn't have to be that way all of the time. For me, this process happened very quickly. Like I said to you, the first night that I did it, I actually really noticed something different. But now it's been 6 weeks and the changes have just been incredible. And it didn't happen every single day. I didn't feel creative every single day, but I did feel creative almost every single day. I was going to make a video of me doing my meditation and moving, but I don't have the balls to do that. So if you have any questions at all, please message me. My email address is down below, or put a comment here, or however you want to get in touch with me, and I would be more than happy to answer any questions that you have. And maybe one day I will have the balls to do something like that on YouTube. I really, really hope that you listen to me, and I really hope that this works for you. I am very curious to know if this is going to work for someone else, or if it's just working for me because it's the right time and the right place, and I put in the work, and this is just the path that I'm supposed to be on right now. So please let me know if this works for you. And also, please let me know if you have any questions at all. I'm really, really looking forward to hearing your feedback and to seeing if this is something that I was able to figure out that works for not only myself, but for other people. So I really hope that this works for you. I hope that you have an amazing day. and I hope to connect with you soon. Goodbye.